I'm through it.
The chaos gremlin continues the chaos.
That's
Oh.
viable resources.
All right, everybody, I have thrown us to live. Let's get started. Hello.
Yes, why don't we start regular festivities?
And
Sorry, go ahead.
welcome back, Kingmakers. Saturday morning, night, not morning, it's night. Hello. I didn't do my morning session, so I'm tired, like I said, when my brain is all scrambled. Let's go ahead and get into this. First off, gotta check.
First off, we have the D20 rolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
Ignore the one I've already done. I was testing the dice to see, and they are...
It's only between Rhea and Mari.
Oh, really?
You're the only two without inspiration.
Oh, I haven't gotten rid of mine from, 3 sessions ago.
Was that one that was just given to you?
It was previous to the rule change.
Oh, no, previous to the rule change would be gone. Only the
Okay,
ones
yeah,
you got. So then you're also in here. Throw a d20. Or you did. Or is that's 9 minutes ago.
Okay, I'll just roll another one.
Yeah, throw another one. 10 minutes ago was not... Yeah.
I see my dice are working optimally.
Beautiful. Rhea, if you'd be so kind, if you could give us a recap of last week. What did we do? How did we get here? Let me get my camera on, too, for you guys.
Well, Mari decided to have a sudden rush of stupid to the brain. I'm kidding. Last time we came up here to explore, to do some surveillance and try and understand what we're fighting. Yeah, that worked. Camped. Mari went in. Apparently, you saw quite a few things. I saw a giant queen, plenty of giants. What with the weird dog things? Weird dog things. And had a really fun time just wandering around, getting into trouble, as he normally does. Plenty of folk to fight, more than we can handle. Unfortunately, he kinda got caught. And they started throwing stuff at him, started shooting at him. He managed to escape it. Sorta. Got out unconscious, and we had to find him. Found him, shook some sense into him, backed off.
And that is pretty much where we left off, as he washed out unconscious from the back of the dam and ended up being searched for by some hobgoblin patrols, but you guys quickly scooped him out of there. We didn't go invisible, did we? Oh no, he was invisible the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you broke the invisibility and brought him over. I think we even did like a locate or something on him.
Yep, use locate object on something of his clothes.
Very cool. And we were able to find him and get him out of there safely without him being captured and killed. But he was almost killed with those death rolls.
Yeah.
Luckily, he survived. But we joined the party here, right outside of Lork. You kind of push into the woods, you regroup. The whole party's together at this moment, and is it the morning still? Why does this say it's the morning?
Yeah, mid-afternoon, to be honest.
No,
he said it only took like 10 minutes for me to go in.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be 6 a.m. Let's throw it to 7:30.
Oh.
We'll say an hour and a half.
I think we missed part of the recap.
Oh?
There was it gnolls in the camp, I believe, or what was it?
When you returned
at the end,
back to your
when we
camp,
returned to the camp,
there were some gnoll prints. They had been going through, it looked like about a dozen gnolls, like a small grouping of them, that tracked down your camp and went through it. And that was pretty much the scene we left off on. So the party's back at their woodline camp here just off the edge of Lork and investigating those knoll prints. It's still first thing in the morning. You guys did not spend a lot of time. You just quickly looked at Lork. So I'll throw it to all of you. As you rejoin in the camp here, you guys can start to chat with each other and decide what your next move is.
Did they take anything?
Did we roll investigations or anything? No, we just did the survivors.
I don't think so.
Throw me an
No,
investigation.
we're just coming back to camp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw me an investigation.
By the way, I can't see the map for Lork currently.
We are currently on the world map.
Oh, okay.
We're not. We're
Wanna
just at
test.
camp right now. We're not at Lork anymore.
Investigation, you say? I am so good at these. Yeah.
Super good.
So good.
Super good.
You search through your things, Rhea. You don't see anything missing from camp or from your things. Mari, all your stuff is there. Baldric,
Hey!
you don't seem to notice anything. And Mari, I mean, it's all there. Aram, it's all there.
He's had a day.
Ellie,
Yeah.
however, though she's not here, does find that her stuff, in particular, seems to be rummaged through. Nothing stolen, but rummaged through.
Nah.
Where are the
I believe
footprints
his-
heading?
Cool.
Just back off into the wood line. You could always follow them, but, you know, you can't see any further than into the woods.
Nah, I thought we talked about this, and we decided that it wasn't worth trying to talk it. They wouldn't be allying. At best, nothing happens. At worst, they fight us. Is that still true?
Can I do a history check to see if there's any times that gnolls have ever been friendly in the sense?
It would be, I mean, history. It'd probably be nature here. Just to know
Nature?
about gnolls. Yeah.
It's rare, but see what happens.
Yeah, has
Come
been.
on.
Yeah.
I mean, the basic information about gnolls still, Mari, is just that they're very vicious. I think you guys even talked about this last time. They love killing and blood and murder, and their god created them to do so. They are not. Let me actually pull up gnolls here.
We could potentially trick either camp into being aggressive towards the other.
They would be perfect for
Or we
support.
did just end up fighting them.
I'll share
You never
just
know.
this basic info on the gnolls.
A slaughter in a ogre centralized thing would definitely please their gods. No.
Sure, but they'd slaughter all of the people we're trying to save.
Not if we save them while they're slaughtering the other people.
So your whole plan is to murder faster.
Well, the
I
gnolls
thought we
can
were
take
saving
the
them, not
top.
murdering them.
Well,
The
yes,
gnolls
but
can
we have
take the top, and we can take the bottom. The prisoners are on the bottom level than they are on the top. So it's easy enough for us to split parties. Let them slaughter as much people as they want up there.
You also would know
Is-
in just the basics. I mean, they do speak Gnoll.
Actually,
That's a problem.
actually, can I lean into history here and see I really want to try the history version of have they played a part in a major battle previously?
I mean, without any role needed, not that you're aware of.
Just general mayhem.
There's, as far as anything you've read, nothing good about Gnolls.
Fair
Would
enough.
it be possible to... Do they have any religious items that could be used to set them against the giants?
Would they have any religious items? If these gnolls worshipped or had any like specific idol or something, you would have to investigate and find that out.
Okay.
Every pack is certainly different, but in this case, all you guys currently know is that some gnolls have been through your camp. You don't even know how many or where they are or why they were here, but not normally. Normally, they're just kind of crazed, bloodthirsty murderers.
Well, guess we's
That's what I'm counting on.
But trying to talk to him could very well just end up fighting him.
I
So,
don't recommend going to that, or at least introducing our presence. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're okay. I have a couple of stupid ideas about how to attack this place. Ones that don't involve breaking the town and just killing everything. I promise.
Really, I thought that was your plan 1, 2, and 3.
No, that was just plan Z. So, what about causing the mayhem ourselves? What about either sneaking in as to sheep, or setting all the sheep loose, blowing them into the caves where they're all hiding? While Tay's working on solving the sheep, this was the old plan. This was the plan we were going to do. We set up a dimension door or a way for all the people to escape, and just get all the people out while they're dealing with their own problems. And fireball them. Because I just can't resist,
They were
Our
very
original plan.
apprehensive of chasing me, and they always grouped up. It is possible that should happen well.
Our plan last week was to do exactly that. Cause mayhem, cause them to fight each other, and try to get the people out in the chaos. Now, another option. Mara, you said you saw more than just giants there. What else were there? Like hobgoblins or something?
Hobgoblins, regular goblins. There were these
The dog creatures were called Otiugs. And there were also a lot of orcs. So orcs, hobgoblins, goblins, ogres, and giants.
Does any of you speak those languages? Could we try and cause a power struggle? Wait.
I look at Ellie with the crown.
Wait a minute, that's a better
We
plan.
don't have Ellie.
Wait a minute, there's a better, there's a simpler option. Just
Ellie's
take out the
deposing in
queen.
the corner.
No, just take out the queen. It causes a power struggle. All we got to do is hit her and run.
I look at Ellie. I look at Rhea and grab her. That lady has a very unextinguishable look to them. And I believe taking out her should help. But the problem is that there will be now a vacuum of lieutenants and commanders around.
That's the point.
But I think they would come back and attack us again one day.
Oh, sure. I never said we were done there. I'm saying that's what we do today. We go and take out the leadership. Turn the whole place into chaos. Save as many people as we can. And when the army gets here, they don't have a command. And we can
Baldric will kind of speak up. Mari, when you were in there, did you see any lovers or something around this queen ogre giant?
Baldric, please don't try to seduce the giant queen. Please don't.
Think of it like this: if she's the queen and I marry the queen, wouldn't that make me the king?
You gotta have standards, man. How can you just walk in and decide you're going to? Oh God.
I mean, if I marry her, then we don't have to fight, right?
Are you prepared to accept marrying the giant?
I believe if you marry her, it's called defeat.
He'd just kill you.
No,
Your
no.
number.
I think I could charm her. He kind of like flexes. Yeah. I think I can. Show her my act and
I'm
do
sure
a couple
she'll
of
think you taste
poses
great.
and-
Your accent, your charm, and good looks. Aye. So you try it if you're so damn determined, and then we're just coming behind you and we just kill her if she doesn't like it.
Well, I think it's worth a shot. And maybe
Before
it'll
or
give you
after
an
she starts.
opening to sneak inside. So while I'm talking, you can be scouting around or bring the prisoners or doing something like that.
You can only do so much invisibility, you know. So, I
We
have an
can
idea.
hold her down too. I have this unmovable rod. If you do another invisibility, I can possibly go in again, put it on her while she's sitting, and Gadito out of there before they even noticed I was there in the first place.
How did this catch you last time?
The dog.
The
And what are the
There was
chances
no
that happens
dog, of course.
again?
OT blocks?
Yes,
What they is called?
OT lugs.
Ah.
Otiug.
Do I know anything about those creatures?
I think we did roll on those. At least Mari did. You're welcome to roll on nature.
Okay.
And I think, Mari, you actually rolled high enough, right? I don't remember.
Yeah, I did.
I think you at least learned a little bit that they are,
Nope.
These are grotesque, bulbous creatures born, with, sturdy legs and some vein-like eye stalks and mouths at the end of their stalks. And, they have a large, toothy maw. They are known, kind of like goats, to eat anything. Or pigs, I guess. Like you could throw anything in there and they'll eat it. They're garbage disposal. For those of you familiar with Spelljammer, on the Rock of Brawl, they keep these in a pit and they feed their trash to them because it just gets rid of the trash.
Well,
No, getting rid of the crap would be a toilet.
based on the size of the force she
That
was
gets
describing, at best, if this doesn't work, we run. We cannot stay and fight. We cannot fight this many. So if we try this plan and it starts to go south, we run. Aye? I'm just gonna say looking at Baldric specifically.
I can take her. I know how to charm a woman. Now the thing with Ellie may have not gone well, but I was the one in. I've had my good experiences in the past. I know how to charm a woman. I can do this.
She just gives you the most deadpan look you have ever seen. And says, "Have at then." Kind of looking at him.
Selene's character.
All right. You
No.
sure nobody has like a bless spell or something to help me out?
No, that's not what she means. She's being far blunter than that. This is.
I
This
can
is
give you
from me.
some guidance, but my recommendation would be to not.
I don't think you're understanding quite directly. She's saying charm her. I'm here.
Show me what you got.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't count. You remind me too much of me needs Frida. We already talked about this.
Convenient excuses. I see. He doubts himself.
I wouldn't be seducing me niece. I wouldn't seduce you either, lass. But that giantess, that queen, I think I could do that. I'll just be
So
telling her
therefore,
that
you have proved you just have standards.
If you guys want to spend an hour here, you guys can short rest. Mari.
That'd be good for Mari, honestly.
Yeah, we'll just move the clock up an hour. You guys short rest.
I'll just be telling her that I'd be an envoy or like a prince or something from up north, from Mithril Hall. And
Quick question:
I have a claim
how,
to look.
Baldric, when did you learn Giant?
He kind of points to the comprehend languages ground. You know, I might need to borrow that tiara.
He's gonna wear a tiara.
I'm sure he's going to look quite fetching.
I believe
Oh
you
my-
do have to attune to it. Am I not wrong?
Yes, and we did decide that Ellie changed it to a tiara rather than the very impressive Helm of Comprehend Languages.
Nice looking helmet.
Listen, I'm going to look very imposing with me bad with me. War pick the doctor and the tiara. I'm going to be looking like a real battle dwarf. The beard. Oh, I'm going to be charming the heck
Are
out of
you
these
sure the
guys.
queen won't confuse you for a princess?
I mean, either way, she's just talking to him. I'll go and borrow it from Ellie. Just a moment.
As Ellie's T-posing in the tent.
Ellie is in the chat, and she said, "I would not be caught dead in that thing."
So Ray will go try and borrow the tiara from Ellie, and give it to
Make a strength
Baldric over the
check.
short rest for him to attune to,
Yeah, I
Make a
don't think
strength
that's
check.
an issue.
if that's possible. Yeah.
At least just for use in this case here. How dare? It's up to you. Let me see here. I don't even see it on your character sheet, Ellie. You don't even have it on your character sheet. What are you even talking about? Alright, let me add one.
Not even on the character sheet.
I've got to find. I would love to find the stream, by the way. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's twitch.tv/bloodelf. Helm of Comprehend Languages, and we're going to change it to Tiara and change the image. Let me do that, and it also needs to not be armor, it needs to be a trinket. Let's go ahead and do Tiara.
Okay, we are going to turn the volume off on the stream so I don't have to hear in stereo.
Yeah, that would not be recommended.
The delay is fantastic.
I think it's like 2 minutes or a minute or half a minute. I don't even.
It's not. It's
There's
like a
no
couple
delay?
seconds.
Oh, I thought I heard a
Basically.
30-second delay. Oh well, that's my bad.
It's not gonna be on.
Let's see. What looks like a tiara? None of these.
None of
Maybe
these.
I'll probably go to
Oh, one of the masks there at the bottom. Go with that.
masks. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
to
those ones.
either necklace. I think we might even just do like that, or maybe a ring. Probably ring. Yeah, it's gonna be a ring. Maybe this one.
One with the skull on it.
That one looks cool. We're gonna do that one for now. Tiara of Comprehend Languages. I'll add that to Baldric's loot here. As I'm not even gonna remove it. I'm just gonna double duplicate it here. Baldric, you have this now, so you can at least cast the Comprehend Language spell at will.
Excellent. He puts it on. He's bald, so it's very
It's very prominent. Yeah.
prominent. Yeah.
Ellie tells you that you look pretty and sends a
Yeah.
heart.
You just look
I
like
don't know
the
if that's
best
in character
princess.
or not. I don't know.
Oh, probably. Yeah,
If it is, then
probably.
we have a whole nother spiral, I think.
Wait, why am I not logged into Twitch? God damn it.
SRA will look as you guys are all planning this, and she will ask, "Are you really planning on seducing the queen of the giants? Is this a serious strategy right now?"
God.
Baldric is very serious of what he does.
I heard that right, huh?
You got to understand, last man's insane. he has no standards, holds nothing above anything else. This is what he was made to do. Take luck.
If that's the
Any means
plan,
necessary.
I just sure. Baldric, roll a charisma check. Let's see if SRA believes in your charisma here. She looks doubtful.
It's all right, lass. I'm not here. I'm not here to seduce you, so I don't need to worry about whether you like me or not.
Honey, that ain't how it works.
I don't know what a giant likes. I don't.
We can read desperation.
It's possible the giant likes dwarves. Who knows?
Maybe he likes the taste.
It's certainly a strategy.
I'm not expecting a shooter, honestly. But he can have his fun. Best of luck, Chad.
It could be a lovely strategy at that day, though.
Do we come in as your emissaries, or do you go alone?
Let's not have him go alone. That went wonderful last time we tried it.
I do have this powder of invisibility that we can spray on ourselves while he's talking. It's a very short period, but if he seduces her well, I guess, then we have nothing to worry about.
How many people can make invisible? I could pass without
As
a
long
trace
as we're
us.
together on a area, we can do it.
Actually,
No
is she out of
concentration
pass without
needed.
Traces? Did she already do that twice? I don't think so, right?
I think just the
She only
once.
yeah.
Just once, right? I think so.
Didn't we use it? Oh, I know we used it when we were grabbing Mari.
It's
I
the
don't
first
know
thing
if...
in the morning.
That's
How
the
long
only
does it
ones I
last?
can think of.
It lasts for an hour? Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
say
already been an
I'm gonna
hour.
say she only used it once. I don't think she used up.
Or
most
should we
of
wait
it.
until next morning for the army to get here?
We don't have that kind of time. Army's coming.
Yes, I think we gotta go now.
All right then. Should we wait until later at night too?
We could
Oh,
give
well.
them a few hours to calm down their search.
That'd be a good idea.
Probably a good idea.
The party will take a small break at the camp then. And I mean, you guys can tell me how long you want to wait.
5? Yeah.
The bald riz. Here it goes.
Baldriz.
I'm following our noble dwarf's lead.
Aye. Straight to his doom.
And I believe, I mean,
Hey, if any of you are proficient in like deception or something, I could really use you
I
next to
mean,
me.
I think
I thought
all
we were
of us
going
are.
for-
You're the only one who's not.
You also would know it's very likely that she speaks common.
Would I know this from
You guys would know that. You didn't hear her speak it. She doesn't speak it to her like people, but obviously
Oh.
she has orcs and hobgoblins. She must speak more than giant, right?
Baldric,
There's
if
gotta
you'd
be
like
some
me to go with you,
communication.
you could be some important lord, and I'm your like servant girl.
I'll gladly be your guard.
Okay, that works. You know more about this nobility thing than I do, so maybe you can help me pass as some noble person.
Trouble's no one to
It's
language, but we'll have to hope she knows anything we do. I question if this is the right thing to do. I question if I'm doing good. But if you just need any help, I'll help you.
Is this the right thing to do? Hell no. Is it going to be hilarious? Probably.
Is it going to get us killed? Quite possibly.
I swear to protect you, Baldric.
There are two kinds of people.
Oh, trust me, I think it's gonna be hilarious too.
Oh, I know. We're both in for this, and Rhea's just like, oh god.
Let's
Let's
go
get
for
going
it.
then.
Yeah. Enough preamble, let's do it.
Okay. How long do we wait? How many hours are we in camp?
How about 4, just after lunch, so she's not hungry?
Yes. Just before she gets more
Right.
hungry.
I ain't look appetizing.
Let's see here.
I don't know about that.
She gives you a very surprised, confused look and just doesn't say anything else.
Based on what I've heard, anything is appetizing for that thing.
Let's go
Then
back.
then
to
be our
token
be our
minutes.
guest and have a turn first.
Nope.
We'll scoot you guys out of the woods here as the party
Into the
start
fire.
to make into the fire, start to make their way forward. Oh, that's right. You have Kuravar with you, right? Do you have Brother Griffin? Is that actually the case?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
We also
Oh, hey, there you go. Okay, so you have a pretty big party here. I forgot Kuravar
yes,
and Brother
Paolo.
Griffin were with you. So
Yazal will be his entourage, you see.
ooh, excuse me. Kuravar, is there any magics I could aid with in this case? Or...
anything to make Baldric more charming.
I will cast a guidance on Baldric. I'm just gonna do that now. For how long does it last?
Let's see.
I believe guidance lasts until it gets used,
Guidance?
or
No, it has a time.
1 minute. So I might want to wait until we're a little closer.
I don't think guidance will hold long enough for this. Let me see though.
Well, for one ability check.
I mean, just even walking into the building is gonna take him a minute.
Okay.
Let's see. And in most cases, much like the Pathfinder rule, for any social interaction, it's normally a 10-minute situation. You don't have conversations in 1 minute. Normally, you have a back and forth. So I normally don't allow guidance unless somebody's standing there subtle casting it or something.
Okay, fair enough.
Let me see here. What is it? Friendship, I think? What is that spell? I know it's a spell.
it might just be friends.
Friends, not
Yeah,
friendship.
friends might be
That's
it.
why. Friends, that's what I was thinking of. Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, how long does that last? Oh, that's also only 1 minute. So you would have to have that yourself, and you don't, yeah. Jeez, fast friends. 3rd level spell for wizards. There we go. 1 hour. The creature must... Okay, when you cast this spell, choose one humanoid within range that can see or hear you, that can understand you. The creature must succeed on a wisdom save or be charmed by you for the duration. The creature is charmed this way and undertake performance activities. You can set the creature new tasks. You can set the creature new tasks where the previous task is completed. While the creature is charmed in this way, it undertakes to perform any service or activity you ask of it in a friendly manner to the best of its abilities.
Some question. How many of you guys have an instrument?
Let's say Kuravar has this. He'll pull out his spellbook and start to scroll through it. He says, By Mistra's lost spell, there's one in here that might help you. And I didn't want to cut you off there, Ray, if you wanted to ask your question.
No, it's. She'd already asked. It was. Does any of you guys have an instrument?
I mean, Ellie definitely does, right? Ellie's your
Hmm.
bard. Ellie has many instruments. Horn, flute, lyre.
Because my idea is to sell it. You see, to make it as convincing as possible, and have someone be like strumming along, being a bard, being introducing this gentleman.
Man, wouldn't it be
Just
amazing
paid
if we had a
for it.
bod?
I'm not too bad in performance. Ellie did help me when I was younger, of course. But I do not have any instruments on me.
I
I
am
will
not
say-
so inclined.
Meta-wise, it's more of a combat thing that Ellie can't help you in if she's not here. Her character's here, and she could be there with the party.
Oh.
But if we get into combat, I'm not rolling Ellie in.
Then that's fine. Let Ellie roll.
So you could have your
Performance
bard
check.
here with you still, right? Like she is here with the group.
Congratulations.
Okay, we found our
Yeah.
bard.
We do it that way. We have Ellie up into front along with myself. We's the introducing for Sir Bloodbeard.
Let me see. Here it is. Hang on. Why is that on here? That's weird.
Perfect.
A
Let's make our
royal
way then.
fanfare. So,
So somewhat like that, but just a touch quieter.
you guys want to make your way in this. So Ellie's going to be playing a horn to introduce Baldric. Who else is
Mhm.
going with them?
Ray is up front as well.
You're going
She's,
to
I will
walk
be-
front as well
I'll
Kind
be
of
beside
introducing.
him. Oops,
behind him. Yeah.
I'll
Who
be
else?
beside him, ready to guard. Sorry.
And this is SRA. Do the rest of us want to hide?
That might
Invisibly?
be a good idea.
We can hide before the door. There's only one guard or two guards at the front door. If anything happens, we run in, help them.
Or we run out and escape.
Yes. Exit plan too. Have to take care of the two guards though. Alright, then let's do that, Nick. Have the rest hide and stay cover before the front entrance.
Well, are we doing the dust to go invisible, or are we doing...
Well, when I do it, I think
Oh, it's only
It-
2d4
I only-
minutes. Oh, it's only a few minutes.
yeah.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
the idea with all of that is that all the rest of them are hiding near the big stone, not the boulder by the door, but the much bigger rock.
Yeah, right here, I guess.
Yeah, like as close as they can to hear what's going on, without being seen. I think that's the idea.
We can also use a message spell.
If we're in range, aye,
The range of message isn't small.
120.
We'd
Yeah.
be right behind you. No problem here. Just we'd be right at that rock. If anything goes wrong, let us know. Or we hear it.
Aye.
Okay.
All right.
So then this party will be tucked up on this corner. Now, SRA is going to use her second pass without a trace to give you guys an hour here, so until 1:30, where pass without a trace is up around her. And the rest of the party's just going to kind of walk down and head over to the entrance as if they belong.
Good luck, Baldric.
Now there
Best
are,
wishes.
as you make your way over, there is immediately one guard that you see standing at the front entryway here. And as the party approaches, and let's say Kurovar does cast this spell, he'll cast Fast Friends on you, Baldric. Let me actually just check. Is Pass Without a Trace? Let me just use this up. Cast that. Alright, she'll do that. She's got concentration up as well. For an hour, you will have the effects of Fast Friends on you, and I'll share this with you guys just so you can see what this does. So, essentially, you and in this case, you're making a promise here. When you need to make sure something gets done and you can't rely on vague promises, you can use this spell. When you cast it, one humanoid within range that you can see or hear that can understand you, the creature must make a wisdom saving throw or become charmed for the duration. So he actually, I see, so he would have to cast this on her. So he can't, so you can't do this. I thought he could buff you with it. Never mind,
I
that's
can
not
do
the
one
one I was
better.
thinking of.
So
I can do
what
one
if it comes? What if
Yeah.
it comes with us?
We can still make it work. There's a way. I
So
can use
that's-
another one of my invisibility spells.
Yeah, that's actually my bad. I was reading that wrong. He couldn't do that. So you could potentially do something with invisibility or something, but he would have
minute
to
he
be the one
casts
to
it, he
cast it
gets-
on her.
Yeah, but the minute he casts it, it goes off because it's not greater invisibility.
Yeah, and it would be him saying the words, so it really wouldn't actually work that well. So Baldric, you're going to kind of rely on your own here talent, you know?
His own talent and the talents of the couple around him, yeah.
All right.
So, as we approach, can I try to read the giant guarding on guard? See what he thinks of us as we approach.
Well, as you guys just walk up, he starts by shouting into the door in Giant, which Baldric, you comprehend. We've got visitors! Quickly, get the orcs out here! And you can see a group of orcs and their war chief coming out and protecting this guy here. There's quite a few of them. I'm just going to copy paste them here. As well as two more giants that come out behind him. And that's what you see just at the front gate as you all start to walk up. They have clubs and rocks at the ready. And they do look hostile just on an initial glance.
Trying not to shake in her boots, Rhea's gonna step forward. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
You shout over in common. Some of them will start to look at each other. You see one of the orcs. Where's their war chief? There he is. One of the orcs steps forward. This one is decorated in a little bit more. I think that's an older token.
Where am I? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'll find the new token. But that's all right. An orc war chief walks out. He's dressed in a little bit heavier armor. They are wearing some pretty heavy weaponry and plate armor here. And he is going to immediately address you back in common. Who goes there? What do you want? Are you the ones that were rummaging around?
Nay, 'tis not I. We suspecting some. What are they called? Fuck. Out of character, I forgot. What are they called? Gnolls. There we go. We're suspecting of some gnolls, but we're there to talk at you, to introduce Sir Bloodbeard and his entourage, and seek an audience with his queen or king if you have one.
No, dude, just say Queen. Just say Queen. Queen got. Chief just got.
Oh, you don't technically know her name.
Oh,
I don't think.
oh,
Yeah, I don't think you guys ever got her name. Or did you overhear them talking? Mari might have. I forget.
I'm not sure.
I'm here.
Name.
I don't know. I couldn't
I
speak
don't
their
know.
language,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
no.
their.
So I don't think he ever got the name.
Nope.
Just
So, yeah.
saw that they had a queen.
okay.
Give it a description and a history check. Possibly, how much of a name? Given how, given her unique.
It's going to be a high
Physio-
roll, but I would say, yeah, history if you want. And Ellie
Alright.
did say that she could cast tongues if one of you wanted to speak giant. I guess specifically Baldric.
I'm surprised
Yes,
she's not
that
here.
would be appreciated.
All right, let's give it a go.
I'll cast tongues. That lasts for an hour as well. So. Because she's having a rough day with her throat and sick.
Yeah, I'm saying for them to come in and type.
Oh, in general chat on Discord? Yeah, it might be. Well, it's fine. It's really not a big deal. I wouldn't worry
Okay.
about it.
But yeah, what Ray is basically saying is, we're here to introduce Sir Baldric and meet your queen. Meet they who govern ye.
So let's start with a deception. Let's see how that goes. Sanine.
Baldric doesn't have to deceive, he's going all in.
On the history, Sanine, I would say that is enough to know the war chief. Not the war chief, the Chief Guh. Let me find her. Chief Guh, just G-U-H. You know that she has led the Giants in a lot of brutal attacks on the other two cities, and you read up about it before heading over here, so you know a little bit about them. 16 deception. Just roll an insight for this guy.
And did I get a name or
Yeah, Chief Guh.
Chief Guy? Sorry.
G-U-H. The orc looks over.
Oh,
Go ahead.
we wish to see Queen Chief Guy.
He's also going to roll for... Let's just do one of the giants. Give him an insight. -1. Yeah. He looks around. The orc kind of shrugs at the rest of them. Get in line. Keep your eye on them. And they'll start to kind of form up around you as they move over. He says, very well. If you want to enter and speak to the chief, we will allow it. But you must leave your weapons here.
If you
No.
insist.
Is
Rhea will.
Baldric gonna leave the medic behind?
Can I make kind of a show of taking off my sword and casting it aside as though I've lost an old friend?
They,
Because what I'm trying to sell here is that I'm a swordsman.
yeah.
A swordsman, you say?
They definitely look to see all of the weaponry removed. Do you all oblige?
Baldric obliges, putting down the doctor.
Sanine is extremely hesitant, but
He starts to walk over. We'll
He-
hold on to them for now. Give us your weapons.
Sanine plants his weapon into the ground and leaves it there.
Oh no!
One of the orcs steps over to go grab it, Sanine. He starts to reach towards the handle and goes to pull
I
it out of the
would-
ground.
I would truly not recommend hanging on to it for too long. And you hear a low growl come from it.
Mm. Hmm. Looks like good weapon. He lifts it up. Don't know. Orc, you think this would look good on you? And he holds it up to the war chief. He says, perhaps after they make fools of themselves, we take all their equipment. Very well,
Sinny,
you may enter. I don't know why you want to speak to Chief Guh, but we will permit it.
We're gonna die. Cool. Why, thank you. And again, still trying not to tremble, she's gonna step forward and start going that way.
I will go ahead and just paste you all down into this room. You have
Before
double
they disappear
tokens.
through the door, I'm going to cast a message spell on Sinin.
Okay.
You know, just for keeping up to date.
yeah, that would probably be good.
You have to send a message with the message that he can choose to reply at any time, I think.
Yeah, what
I
are
mean-
you messaging?
You what?
Say anything if there's trouble.
Okay.
I really need to curse that sword.
Where is Guh? There she is. Get the proper Chief Guh out there. As you all see Chief Guh sitting in her throne. Once again, quite nasty. Let me find her, her image. We know we need to share it. Here it is. A large,
There we go.
towering ogre, not an ogre, giant. You can see the size of just 1 foot is the size of a wagon. And she looks moldy, covered in these pustules and cysts. And she's chomping on a troll limb that looks slightly seared. Her fingernails look infected with some type of nasty fungi. Grows almost to the size of bushes underneath them. And she seems to decorate herself in the jewelry of not only her dead victims, but also their weaponry and housing. As you start to make your way through the curtain, the first thing you see is just a plethora of giants, as well as ogres and goblins. She's sitting on the back in a large throne here. Let me change the music. Definitely needs something a little bit different there. What's this? As she shouts out, visitors! One of the guards that lets you in just shouts over to her. They've come to speak to you. We took their weapons. And the orcs will head over to this southern room here, and they have like their own little gathering room. You can hear wolves howling and growling to the north in what seems like a wolf pen.
We're still on the dam.
I think just scroll down. You guys have 2 tokens.
Oh. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Is it possible for us to see too, Nick? What is?
You could watch the stream.
That's true.
I can make it full.
Don't worry about it.
I can
watched
make it
the stream.
full view here. Hang on. I just don't want you to lose place of your tokens.
Nope, it's gonna stay where it is.
We'll just duplicate you guys here, because the party is like up here on this hill, and the rest of the party walks in. Now, their perception is only a 12, and you have a plus 10. I'm not going to bother with a stealth roll, because you guys would all have to crit fail. So,
Challenge accepted.
I'm going to just say that without an issue, with pass without a trace up, you guys stealth past the hill giant, at least for now, as you just hang out in the bushes up on the top there. But as the rest of the party walks in, she addresses you.
Well, who's this? What do you want?
You can see her nose pierced with a scimitar.
Rhea will step forward again, continuing to play her part of the kind of the crier. I present to you Lord Bloodbeard of the Iron Hills.
As you step forward, Baldric, you guys are 100 feet away. Do you get any closer? Also, don't feel free to
That's
take-
close to the limit.
I'm sure she smells.
The whole room stinks, to be quite honest. It's hard to tell the source.
My lady, I am Aldrich of Mithril Hall, ancient heir to Lord. I see that no man has the strength to attempt to ask for your hand in marriage, but I seek to be that strong man who can take your hand and unite our noble houses in matrimony.
Baldric, go ahead and roll a persuasion. And you will have advantage with your allies. Obviously giving you not only some fanfare, but also an introduction and a bit of an esquire behind you. A 14.
Blue screen in the background.
Did sound like a blue screen. She looks over.
A tiny dwarf? You couldn't please me, dwarf. Come closer. Let me see.
Of course, my lady, I wish to admire your splendid looks, and yes.
As you get closer, you realize that she is the majority of the smell. Though there's a lot. There's rotten meat. All of the giants kind of stink. The ogres smell. The goblins don't take good care of themselves either, right? So there's a lot of smell. And you can smell what smells like something kind of nice, which is cooked meat coming from the back kitchen. As you see some goblins working. But everything else is pretty nasty. She says,
What could a dwarf offer me?
I could offer you an alliance with King Brunor Battlehammer of Mithril Hall and an end to the war, to the conflict against the town of the Loudwater.
Speak up, dwarf. What is a mithril hall? Who's a Bruner?
He's a dwarf. He's like me, except maybe a little more handsome. He's a king. He's like my
"That's a
cousin,
lot of blue
5 times removed.
That is to say, milady, that Sir Battlehammer is one of the most powerful dwarven lords in the Sword Coast, and that by working together with him, you'd have more forces. You'd have far more influence than you have at current. More power.
You see, like, all of the goblins and the ogres just start to take interest in this conversation. They're all getting up from their table, some of them standing on the tables looking, the ogres just peering over, the whole room kind of staring at you.
Imagine a force so great that no man on this continent could go against your union.
I do need a husband. I crushed the last one. Well,
Just gonna also roll an insight.
Oh,
all right, dwarf. I'll take you as my husband. How large are your armies? How many dwarves will I receive?
Okay, I need someone with deception on this one. Let my crier, my lady, explain to you the bounty of the armies.
She looks to you.
Rhea kind of gives him a side-eye look of, how could you do this to me? Can I roll a history check of recent history? Sir Battlehammer and his the figures for him.
Yeah,
Because
go
he is
for
the
it.
famous person. He does have considerable influence. Okay.
would I know anything about this?
Let me see their population too. Okay.
Not bad.
Ooh.
You know that they have a pretty solid population of about 5,000 dwarves in Mithril Hall. However, only so many of those are actual soldiers. You also know that Baldric has no authority to issue any orders to them. This is definitely going to be a deception, but you can
But does Baldric know?
you can certainly feed some information there that
Baldric
is
knows.
true. They have a lot of shield dwarves. You know, about
Mhm.
almost 5,000.
Hmm.
And Sabine has
Milady.
no reference.
Sir Battlehammer's forces include at least 5,000 dwarves. Most good amount of them shield bearers, whole legions of them, and it wields considerable influence, which should be a worthwhile partnering. Man is of good standing. Kind of half truth, half lies.
Yeah. I'll let you choose persuasion or deception.
I would rather do persuasion.
Go for it.
Both are okay. Persuasion is better.
Go for it.
Am I considered to be assisted, or am I straight rolling?
Yeah, no, you have assistance.
Okay.
You got the help action. You got allies with your back here.
Ooh.
Pretty good thing that's the case. A dirty 20. She says,
Thousands of dwarves. And they'd be loyal, even if I commanded them to kill. My men are loyal.
she looks around the room and some of them kind of cower from her.
Aye. They're looking to expand their territory as much as you is, milady. It's just spoiling for an opportunity.
All right, dwarf. I'll give you one chance first. Tonight, you stay here. If I like you, we have a deal.
That sounds just grand. I'm really going to enjoy this.
Rhea wants to subtle cast message to Baldric. I keep
Baldric
saying-
sweating.
We can stick around.
Fucking hell, Baldric!
What she says in this message is very specific.
I'm really glad he moved on, Baldric.
I can stick around and help you. Just tell me what you need.
My lady, do you have any beer?
We have mead. We've been brewing it downstairs. The hobgoblins know how.
I will. I'll take a seat next to you then, and we'll have some mead.
So, out of game, quick side question.
Mhm.
Are we supposed to be level 7?
Nope.
No,
Okay,
we're
because I'm level 6 still, and I could have
Yeah.
sworn that I
we're
had
level
another.
6. We are
Okay.
20,516, and we need 2,500 more.
Okay.
I have plans for what happens when we level up for 7, so I hope I didn't miss it.
Baldric, you take a sit next to her, and it is only then that you realize a couple things here. Ooh, what is that spam? Somebody's internet going out?
That's the driver. Not sure what's
Oh,
going
is my
Who's-
sound registering?
Is it yours? Is your computer okay?
Sorry, I'm. A computer I'm using is not okay, but the computer I'm on right now is fine.
Oh, all right. As you sit next to her, it is pretty much now that you start to realize that she is the source of the majority of the smell. She has not bathed herself in quite some time, and there are rotting bodies hanging from her jewelry, as well as what is clearly some type of infectious mold growing all around her lower portion, her elbows, her crevices. It's yellow, it looks sticky. It's kind of like a giant booger.
Oh, you like almost retches. He's just. I'm really looking forward to that mead.
She scoots you like in up against it, and some of it slimes up against your face as she says,
Yeah, I'm not sure that you're large enough, dwarf. Do you know it large? Can you
We do
cast
not have the
enlarge?
as she shouts.
No, I cannot cast enlarge, my lady.
She looks at the rest of you.
If
Are
I
any of
might,
you casters? Mages?
I unfortunately cannot.
Rhea will step forward incredibly slowly and say, I can do some small magicking. What had you needed, milady?
She looks down at Baldric, who's just hand size.
He needs to be bigger.
If I might, perhaps he can assist you in other ways. I see he's not. He's trying to decide the approach. Yes, could use some help. Maintaining his appearance, and mayhap his size can be helpful in such a case. In more limber, able to reach places you cannot.
Baldric stares at you with like a death glare. Like, what are you getting me into?
Fact,
She
I'd help.
she
She
looks-
will double down in this case and say, "Fact, I'd help him if it please you."
Is that a deception? Or would
Not
you?
actually, no. I am rolling entirely off of prestidigitation, and I will seriously spend all day casting this spell if I need to. Because she does have an idea here. She has a point. All of the different, all the rotting bodies, all the a bunch of the infection, stuff like that. We can actually work on these things.
Does she want that?
Mm,
That's why I'm asking.
no. No. My body's fine. It's beautiful.
That's what I thought.
I want him bigger.
I want him bigger. Can anyone make stilts?
I
Rest
don't
of
have
you,
the spell.
find a wizard. You!
And she pulls you in again.
You stay with me.
Yep, yes, my lady. Yep.
I will be prompt.
I'd like to go this way as well.
As you start
Yeah.
to make your way out, you hear all the goblins talking to each other like, holy shit, is he really gonna marry her? She's so fucking huge. Quite a bit of
The
conversation.
fucking goblins.
As you're walking past the other room, the orc war chief is looking at the sword like,
Oh, this could be a good sword for me.
I'll scoot you
Now-
guys up to this door here, as you have to reclaim your weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
As you
Rhea will
enter,
come
the
right up
orcs
to him.
will give the weapons back, but begrudgingly, and they seem disappointed as if they were ready for a fight and to steal the weapons. They hand you your weapons back, and he says,
You're a strange bunch of humans.
I ain't human at all.
Do not call me.
No.
He
Elves,
holds out his hand.
dwarves, whatever.
I'm gonna take one of the biggest gambles I think I have ever done in this campaign.
Oh no.
She'll take the sword, and while she's in close, add something. Was open to talk to you as well, if you has the time.
Hmm.
Bit of an opportunity, mayhap.
throw me persuasion.
This is one of the biggest gambles I have ever done, but it might actually work.
Oh, good God. Oh, fuck.
He says,
Wow.
You get orders from Chief Gu. She will tell you what you do. Goblins take orders. Hobgoblins take orders. Orcs take orders. You'll learn your place.
So, can I tell how it landed? I'm a little confused by that, actually.
he doesn't seem to want to talk. He's telling you that Chief Gu is
Hmm.
going to give you orders, not him. He basically said you're out of place.
Unfortunately, I think it's too late for me to use the inspiration on it. What she was trying to do was get him alone and start to pitch something.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to be super interested in it at the moment. You could inspire it. You can inspire the 12 if you want.
Is it too late?
No, it's your inspiration roll. You can re-roll rolls if you want to do it. You only just rolled it.
The payoff is huge. I will try it. And I'll turn it off on here. Cool.
Yes.
On a 23, he'll pull the curtain back. You can see the orcs drinking, playing dice games, chatting. They seem to have some naturally carved bone dice. He says,
Fine. You may speak.
and he lets the party in.
Does Sinine join her, or does he bail?
So they have all your weapons and everything in here.
He probably
Does
knows
he-
what she's trying to do, but he also knows this is nuts.
I'm not sure what you're planning on doing. Sunil might know. So, just in case,
to explain what has happened in previous sessions and kind of bring you up to what Sanine knows, she's going to try to convince them to shake up the order a little bit. To turn all the hobgoblins, all the goblins, and everything else against the giants. Create a power struggle.
Oh yeah, no, he knows about that. He will. He'll be nearby just in case there's any issues otherwise, and to provide help if need be.
Now, as prospective allies, I wanted to ask is how you's doing. How you feel you's being treated.
What do you mean? We get what we need. We're in war. It's not the greatest, but it's better than nothing. And we've never been safer here.
Yous get what yous need. But you ain't slaves either. Do you get what you want? Because after all, if we're working together, I want to know that we trust each other. That yous gonna be good in fights, and on better soldiers are those who are motivated. You see.
As he starts to hand you back all the weaponry, he says,
We have weapons, food, wolves, mead, protection. Yes, it is good here. You will like it.
It is good. It could be better.
It will be better. Soon we march on the town nearby. Take that too. And then eventually, the next one. Once army's big enough, cloud giants want to take Waterdeep.
How do you
Holy
feel?
shit.
And how do you work with the giants? Are they the front and you're the mid, or you're the front and they the mid? How's it working? We're bringing out him dwarves, you see, and wanting to integrate him well.
Giants know their place. They get orcs when they need someone smart. We plan. We fight. They trust in War Chief,
and he pounds his chest.
And hobgoblins. Very wise. Good at planning. We work well with them. They keep constant watch. Giants stupid, but strong. Effective. Other giants smart. Those ones in charge.
I'll admit.
Making sense.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead. That's all she says.
I would have expected more ambition as he grabs his sword.
We had a large canyon before, up near Elven City.
And he looks at some of you. All 3 of you are elves.
But they cut us down. Killed, slaughtered. Many, many orcs. Giants promised to take back that area.
They're talking about Silvery Moon.
And then the giants would control your home.
No. Then Orc War Chief finally have kingdom back. Giants have bigger ambition. Orc gets their land. Is good deal. Hobgoblins get their land. Is good deal. Giants let us live. Is good. Me thought this out.
If I could ask a question, sir. It's just far from Silvery Moon.
Yes.
It's just far from Tavelli.
And we're going to go much further. Like all the human cities. And then, finally, we will be at peace.
Have you thought about moving early? Have you thought about doing scouting or taking Loudwater early?
Goblins do scouting. Not orcs. Orcs strong. Orcs main part of army. Not quiet.
He looks at his big feet.
Goblins quiet. But we know give command. Only strategy. Command come from
And he points up.
above.
So, Chief Gur is not your end commander, Tin.
Chief Gar only command this building. Only command Hill Giant. Like I command Orc.
Who commands the Hobgoblins? Who commands the goblins?
Hobgoblins have their leader. He is warlord. Goblins, they do as told.
What of the dogs? What is this called? Otiag?
Hmm. Strange beast. Me no know.
Where's this going? An effective fight. Well said, sir. But I have to say, are you gonna move at all? If you say you're attacking, think town's called Loudwater in it. Are you gonna move it all out of here?
Move what? We take that town, then the next. And then we march on Waterdeep. And the cities to the north. We take back all of the area.
I mean in order to people to attack the cities. The dam cannot move.
Me no care. Why care about dam?
Well, we'll get out of your way, so as not to disturb you.
Around this time, you start to hear a message in your head.
Oh, by Mistress lost spell, it's been a while. Are you all right in there?
Aye, we's alive. Baldrick's been accepting. Try.
Oh right, we
Saying
left
this all in
Baldur's
her head. She's saying this all in her head. This very unified. Odd to spin. Is coming out. Somehow
just
we have
leaving Baldric in there.
You guys head out.
No, we're not just leaving Baldric in there. There's
We're
a
going to
plan.
find a wizard.
There's a very specific plan, yes, and we're going to find a wizard.
Do you guys also take Baldric's mithril pick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something, but I'm gonna wait till the proper moment. How's that?
Welcome
we'll
back.
pass, let's just say 20 minutes because we did 2 conversations, and you guys regroup outside here. Brother Griffin just looks as you all approach. How did it go in there?
Rhea just gestures to Sinine. She's desperately trying to think of what to do.
It's going well enough. We're in need of a wizard that can enlarge our dear Baldric.
No, I've
Speaking
always...
of-
Wait. I'm sorry, what did you just request? I've had people request this of me before. I don't typically... It's an improper use of the weave.
I understand, but it's either that or a friend is probably eaten in a. What did she say he was? A handful.
Crushed. She crushed her last husband, and I have almost no idea what to do.
SRA just looks around. Wait, where is Baldric?
With her,
I was about to say that.
she's intentionally I'm intentionally making that very muffled. She's got her face in her hands, and she's like, with him.
Baldric is currently
He's staying with
the wife of it. The odds of his potential wife.
You left him there alone.
Wait, he actually seduced her.
No.
I mean, no.
We helped.
He
I'm
was
impressed.
successful?
Aye.
In a sort.
Should not.
He
Because
wraps up his sword.
the trouble is what they're saying is kind of not good. Our place intends to march on Loudwater and soon.
When?
He didn't say, he didn't seem to know. Soon.
Can we push them
And
to go ace?
It's worse than that. I tried that. This very unified, they're very resistant to it. Having any thoughts of their own, they just take the orders and do them.
Can
But
we
the
push them
orders
to attack sooner rather than later?
The orders are specific. They don't just want Loudwater.
Just did it.
They want Waterdeep. They want Neverwinter. They want everywhere. A lot of these are from Silverymoon area. This is a campaign to take all of the north, not just Loudwater.
We have an army in Loudwood.
Aye.
Can we run them straight into them?
Can they beat them?
If we attack from behind, I'm sure we can. We have a good chance. Better than the army we have coming straight here. No.
Hey, Mari.
We could.
Yes.
You was the one that was setting up the army, no?
Yes.
What are they good at? What's this? Most armies have a specific form of training. They're defending, they're attacking, they're flanking. What are these good at?
They are mostly there to defend Loudwater. That's what I asked the
I
black staff.
believe. Let me just double check.
But they do have some generals, legionaries.
Aram did
can-
spend the entire day that everyone was upgrading their equipment, hanging out with the platoon.
Yeah, what did they give you? An infantry? They give you an infantry, so foot soldiers with melee weapons.
They're not very offensive, but we have
I have
in order for them to be used properly, I think it's us setting up a trap for them
a way to get Baldric out.
They do know one tactic, which I will let you guys choose. I'll share those while you guys talk.
I know a way to get the Baldric out alive.
Oh, that be.
It's absolutely insane.
I mean,
So, to plan, go in there and make him. Yeah. God. Go in there and make him make myself invisible. Walk in, talk to him, convince him he needs to go use the restroom. Aye. Have him talk to one of their guards to take her out. I take them out. Baldric and we's all run off. We goad them into a fight. On purpose. Against Loudwater. And pray like hell we win.
what if he were able to seduce this lady?
I mean, we still need the
Perhaps-
Elargian. Unless... Canst you even do it?
I
Just-
could. It feels rather inappropriate.
It is for a noble effort. It would save his life, and it could provide an opportunity for sabotage.
And
if
not
they
just
do
his
where we
life.
are.
With what
Uh,
they're... Oh, sorry.
as well, it is something that is good for the weave, since it's going to protect everyone in the long run if we take out the queen, as well as the other ones.
If this design's as big as they're saying, this threatens all of the Sword Coast.
It could be risky to have them as allies in this way, but they could provide good benefits for an attack.
You gotta hover
And
and like select your token, not target. Sorry, select. Click on them, and then you'll type from them. So your army can have
there we
one.
go.
Yeah, your army can have one of the level 1 tactics, such as live off the land, low light vision, or toughen soldiers. And then there's hold the line,
Toughen soldiers, hold the
Aim
line.
high.
That's not bad.
and dark vision. They can have one of. They have one level 1 feature at the moment.
Either hold the line or toughen soldiers, one of the two.
Yeah, I agree.
Which we aren't, I don't need an immediate answer. I just wanted to show you guys those, and they can have one.
So,
No.
and
if I can get him out alive, what do
I
you
mean,
do?
I do also have the ability to thunderstep, or the spell. That being said, I've never been in there before, and they would get rather suspicious.
Brother
Was I able
Griffin,
to-
would it? Sorry,
No, you go ahead.
Brother Griffin, would it be asking too much to use it in such a way? Yes, with genuineness, not trying to manipulate.
Sorry, I was getting some message. Somebody's having an issue on one of my other games with creating their character. They were spamming me. What did you ask, Brother Griffin? Would it be what?
Would it would it be too much to use it in such a way? Otherwise, there are several routes we could possibly go.
Oh, for the enlarge?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, so that'd be Kuruvar. He says, well, I can use it. I'll do it.
It is very much appreciated.
That's... Now, you was asking something kind of interesting. What if we was to actually set up this alliance? What's the plan?
We could always go to our original plan and disrupt their sheep, and perhaps even, if what worse comes to worse, blow up their dam.
That would destroy not just Loudwater, not just Lock, but Loudwater as well.
Which is...
I need to ask an out-of-game question.
It wouldn't
I
like
have an
fully
idea.
destroy Loudwater. It would destroy the dock. It might kill some people, especially if they don't know it's coming. It wouldn't be like, a flood is not an end-all event, but it's not a good thing.
We were supposed to start with a ruined city anyway.
He does say that with trepidation.
As well as that they are very severely unhappy with Loudwater. And if we do any more damage, it's going to be really bad.
So
I
have
can flood the hill giant's place just fine without blowing up the dam. I doubt many of them can breathe underwater.
I have
I
an
could be-
out-of-game question that's actually kind of a big question.
Mhm.
For Julian specifically.
Julian, are you okay?
Yeah.
No.
First off, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
No, just joking.
Second of all, are you good for a couple of days?
Oh!
Because the plan I've got is insane and
You
specific.
have to go back and set up.
Here's the plan. Julian and Baldric stay for a couple of days. You goad the army into attacking Loudwater. We go back home, do as much defense building and setting up as we possibly can. And we have your man on the inside. You help them with their tactics. Make sure that they
Now,
attack our strongest points.
before you answer this, Baldric, what I will ask for is more of an in-game roll
I mean,
from
reason-
Rhea for an insight. And I will let him answer over the table, but I
Hmm.
first want an insight roll.
the reason I'm asking out of character is because this would be several days away from the party, and this is risky as hell.
I'll make sure he has
Um,
something to do if we do, and we'll
okay.
speed up the days if we need to,
Okay.
as far as gameplay. But I will ask for a quick insight from you, Rhea.
Mm-hmm. I know I'm well. I know I'm decently well. Don't know everything, but we're getting there.
Um, so, I mean, immediately you do have some concerns. One is that Baldric might just get crushed. That might just happen. Now, if he survives all of this, night with Guh, then he'll be fine. However, you also know Baldric is... Well, he's a drunk. He's a drunkard. He's gonna drink.
A
He's gonna
lot.
get really drunk.
Oh no. My mistake,
Cindy.
a nice ogre queen for a nice Ellie.
No.
If she suggests this, Sinine would offer to stay with Paldric to provide assistance as best he can. He is his guard, after all.
Oh! Lord have mercy.
Because she knows he's a little uncomfortable with things as they are, but she knows how much he cares about Lork, and that this plan, while kind of crazy, might actually work. So, I think it's something that she'll have to go discuss with him directly.
Will we know that they're going to bring the frost giants back, or it's just the hill giants that the ogre said?
Do you know if they're gonna bring the frost giants? Oh, to Lork? I mean, to Loudwater?
The Loudwater, yeah.
You guys did not ask or get into like much conversation about what their strategy is. You could have asked.
It did actually sound like, but you said something about how they have some stronger giants, some cloud ones. You did
That
mention
give orders.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't ask about what are your plans, you know, when do you move, who's moving, things like that. I mean, you guys could have tried to dig a little more, but I would say that you guys currently don't know that information. So
Then let's run the second half here. The bit with finding the wizard, bringing him in, gives us the
Yeah.
opportunity to ask a couple other questions.
we do have to bring the wizard back in anyway. So that's, yeah, you guys have regrouped, you've talked, and there's still a few lingering questions. Let's actually do our 10-minute break because I do have to run to the bathroom, and it's about that time. So let's do our halfway
Alright.
break, and then when we come back, we will head back in, get Kuruvar to cast enlarge, and we could talk to the orcs again too. And I mean, you guys technically, you know, you guys are guests here right now. You have free reign to walk around the place to talk to anybody. You're no longer in a point of like, you know, oh, we need to like be safe here. We need to hide. You guys can move around and talk, right? So that's a big benefit.
They're no longer staring at the fence. How nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot these guys down because they got all. Yeah, they're not all staring at the fence. Although there's like one of them that's still like, a big rat's got to be here somewhere. but he's not fine.
Actually convinced it's still a rat.
Yeah,
He's
that
just
one. That
hungry.
one didn't get the memo. He thinks it's a rat.
He's hungry. That's why he's looking.
But let's get these
poor guy.
guys just spread out here. They're all about. And they are gardening. Okay.
So
All right. Yeah, let me throw up a break timer. Let's do 10, 15 at the most, whatever you guys need. And when we come back, when everybody's back, we will jump right back into it, and you guys can head back in. Let's do
Right.
this song, I guess. The break song. Alrighty, I will be right back.
this is actually insane.
Oh, you're just now realizing that!
I've had this. The crazy thing is, I have a couple ideas that might actually work, but
I'll be right back.
these are such a gamble.
Am I the only one not muted? Brad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, everyone's back now.
Yes.
Oh my god. What are... I thought my strategy was crazy. This has been crazy.
To be fair, this has been less potentially lethal.
It's love,
I mean,
guys.
so far has been good. 1 minute you guys could have just
It's still
gotten...
early.
Yeah.
That being
Or-
said, it has the potential to be lethal instantly. Sorry, Baldric.
We just keep on keeping on, all right? We're gonna get through this.
What have you
Yeah.
done?
It's love, y'all.
I don't know if even he's convinced. The no is a nose, man.
Who knows what'll happen? Maybe it'll go
Question.
splendidly.
If I'm not mistaken, does someone have poison?
Oh boy.
We
I
have
thought
poison,
you took it
don't
and then
we?
reflavored it.
I never got poison. I know someone got like drow poison or some kind of poison that we
Yes.
got from like the Thieves Guild.
I thought one of you. I was sure that you took it and reflavored it because you didn't like poison.
I personally don't like poison, but no one ever gave me poison. If anything, I was gonna make it
Arcane
into an
powder.
antidote, but no one has yet to give me poison, nor have I
No.
had time to do alchemy.
Unfortunately, I don't have it.
Iocane powder. Problem solved.
Does Ellie have it?
That would be rather ironic.
Because Baldric could just go to the kitchen and just poison everyone.
Hey, listen, guys. All right.
I don't know if it would be enough to poison all these giants.
You'd have to have a lot.
Why don't we just
That's
make
what-
friends? Let's just turn Queen Gun, Chuchus Gun, against the Cloud Giants.
And
She's a
how are
clown.
you? You know what? Go ahead. Be my guest. I want
We
to
got
see
this.
this.
We can do this. The great hill giant dwarf alliance.
Hey, you got your town back, Baldric. In marriage.
Hey, I
Yeah.
didn't take a fight, you know?
And the if the wife dies, the husband keeps everything, right?
You know it works the other way too, right?
Yeah.
Um,
My whole
I imagine
just-
in this case, if the wife dies, the husband is buried with her.
oh.
Yeah, probably.
That is a thing
Oh.
that happens. Has happened. It's fucked.
I would question how he would fit in there, and then I remembered he's a dwarf.
It's not the problem of him fitting. If it fits her, he'll fit.
Alrighty then.
They probably just burn her, to be honest.
Oh, a nice toasty death.
That sounds potentially hazardous.
She's not clean.
I mean, it's the one who described how she is.
I
not me.
understand. I seen her first. Maria's seen her already. Almost and starting to puke and drink alcohol because of it.
I'm really glad you didn't have to stay there for longer than a second.
Yeah, we spent a while in there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm sure Chief Gun and Baldric are having a riveting conversation right now.
This meat is real good. Yeah.
What's your favorite type of person to eat?
Okay. Well, is Nick okay? Do we need to send like a welfare check?
That'd be
About that,
fine.
guys. I was just in the back. Alrighty. That took a little longer than I wanted, but hello, and let's get going.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, I'm muted. Hello. Sorry, I'm back. My bad.
Here I was just thinking we should send a welfare check.
No, just stuck in the bathroom for a minute. We are good. Let's get going.
So,
Like that.
I still would hope for a answer from Baldric as to if he's even okay with that, or if we need to come up with something else.
Julian is not there right now.
He stepped away for a minute.
Not a
Oh.
problem.
Nick,
Yes.
I just want to confirm that we do have poison. Can you look at Ellie's inventory and see if they have poison?
If they have
I
poisons,
think it's like drow. Yeah, I think it's drow poison. I think we got from the Thieves Guild.
I'd have to look on D&D Beyond. Let me take a look.
Oh, it might be in the inventory itself. We got it from like the Thieves Guild, I think.
It's not in their inventory. Let me just look in.
Unless Rhea, you might have it. You said or no?
I don't have that, but I have something else useful.
Let me
Okay.
just check.
I think it was-
Ellie might have it. Flask, oil, perfume, healer's kits, soaps, wax. No. No, I'm not seeing that. Drow poison from the Thieves Guild. Who has it? One of your bag of holdings, maybe?
Maybe.
No,
Um,
not in mine at least.
How do I look at that?
We got 2 bags
Look,
here. It's not in Reyes.
Nope.
Oh, owlbear livers and owlbear stuff. That stuff's gonna go bad. Did you sell it?
Well, it's in a bag of holding. It doesn't rot, right?
I don't know about that. Let me check bag of holding. I don't think that preserves.
But I don't think it spoils either.
Why
I just
wouldn't
don't
it?
know.
Well, no, if it
This
doesn't
is a
spoil, it would preserve, but let me just check. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure it just rots. Just an extra dimensional space.
okay. Then I probably would have sold it in town. That was the case. I didn't know if it spoils or not.
Yeah, you can get a chest of preservation that specifically keeps things in a good state for a long time. But the bag of holding, I mean, like,
Oh, that's right. I was going to use alchemy on it because it says that I can use as
you'd still have to
alchemy
salt
or
the
healers.
meats and things to keep it
Yeah.
alive, or you'd have to use all the different things. All right, we'll deal with that after.
All right.
Poisons, I don't see any poisons. Nobody has it on their inventory, huh? You don't have it?
Do we
I did
sell
find
it?
something else useful, but no. The useful thing that I found is a potion of comprehension.
Oh, right. Yeah, you had that.
And I plan to use it.
Oh, God.
Should we talk to the ogres on the lower floors taking care of their sheep?
How do you think I plan to use it?
Okay, then.
Alrighty. Well, Baldric's not back, but I'll tell you, he's probably fine with whatever plan you guys go with. But let's ask him
Julian moment.
when he comes back in here, and let's well, I guess not all of you are moving up, but
That's
Yeah,
one
I'd
of
like
my
to
other
stay
questions,
back.
actually. My
I'd
next
like to
question
stay
is
back.
I keep getting. My next
Sorry.
question is going to be: Are we all going to be seen as guests, or just the couple that came in with Baldric?
I
know
mean,
that?
you guys didn't announce that you had anyone else other than the fact that you're gonna go get a wizard. So I
Yeah,
mean,
can you please put me back
can,
too?
you
Or
can
I can put
always,
you back.
yeah, I'll just get your token. You can always try to bring more people in.
No, I'm not risking it.
Oh, come on. It'd be fun.
You can always be the entourage of the wizard.
we have brought lots of wizards.
We brought you several options.
Which type of wizard would you like? No.
You want a druid? You want a paladin? You want a...
Yes.
As you enter, the orcs, still not completely trusting, will just do a quick look and not like a full pat down, but you know, an examination, make sure nobody looks like they have any weaponry on them. He says,
So we have to give our weapons back again? Okay.
bring your wizard to the chief. And they'll let you go through.
Wow, this is so fucking weird.
Rhea will kind of gesture him to come this way and to follow her.
How is Kurivar holding himself while you're doing this?
Let's make
Ellie, be careful, don't fall.
It's still wisdom save, much like an anti-frighten, right? Yeah.
Oh!
Okay, then.
He walks
The
in,
brazen.
he stands tall, he says, normally I have to sneak into these types of places.
Fucking love.
Well, don't take it for granted for too long. Rhea will mutter to him.
Julian, now that you're back, if you want, you can give Rhea an answer to that original question, which is, are you all right if Baldric does end up staying here if they do plan to leave, or would you like them to come up with something else? And that's an over-the-table
Well,
to you.
Baldric's better than okay. He's in fact very drunk, and he has started spilling secrets.
Oh God. Yeah, no, we can't.
Well, it's
He
only
can't
been a
stay.
minute, so I don't think that you've yet started to get that drunk, but you are
I imagine
drinking.
You underestimate his power.
You are drinking, and you are starting to get very drunk. As they bring you
yes.
some mead, and you can see Baldric just like dip his whole head into the barrel, and he pulls back out.
Okay. Yeah, I was imagining
doing
it had been
keg
10 or 20
stands.
minutes because we were out talking. Okay.
It would have been a little bit of time, enough that he's drinking at least.
Mm-hmm.
Kuravar will come in and steps forward. He says, "Chief Gur, I'm Kuravar the Brazen. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I heard you need my services." And she looks down.
We found one.
You elves move quick. Chief Gur, appreciate.
She looks at Baldric. Back to Kuravar.
You make him bigger.
He says, "Well, I can at least make him closer to your size." He'll begin to cast a spell. Baldric, you are enlarged. As you sit back, this barrel that you're dipping your head into becomes just a mug of ale.
Oh my God.
It was so much more when you were smaller. But you chug it down.
No!
You place that barrel down, and you look up, and she smiles.
Ah, now you look ready. Leave us!
As she gestures to the rest of you.
I'm for snoo.
He says,
What? Yeah.
"Oh my, this is not a good situation for our bearded friend."
He's fine. He's fine.
I'm gonna need some more beer. Got some more meat.
She looks over to some of the giants. She says,
You heard your new king. Bring up the mead.
Oh my God.
they will start to bring meat up as you guys start to make your way back over to the ogres. Not ogres, orcs.
I actually don't.
Okay.
Are you gonna stay and watch?
What do you do?
No, I'm doing something smarter than that.
What do you do?
Rhea's gonna take the potion.
Take what
Potion of comprehension.
What potion?
Potion of comprehension.
Oh, comprehend languages? Sure.
It's one. It behaves the same way. It's one of the potions the wet wizard had.
Mm-hmm.
The white wizard.
And then, she's going to say to Sanine and the others very, very quietly, "I'll be back in a bit. I have some organizing to do."
You see Sanine praying.
Yeah.
Pray harder, man. Pray harder.
He is praying very fervently right now.
So this is where I want to try out your other, like, alternate idea that you had, Nick, where
That I had.
yes, so the response you had to Mari being the only one doing things about an hour and a half, and kind of take a broad view. She wants to use the hour of comprehension to learn as much as she possibly can. Just wander around, listen to people, talk to people, get the head of the orcs. Were those orcs? No, I don't think so.
There's orcs, there's hobgoblins, and there are ogres and giants.
The ones right below us there on the top floor and right around the big pit. These guys. Were they ogres? No.
Right around the big pit. This?
Right here.
Yes,
These are
those guys.
orcs. These are orcs.
She was going to get the orc captain to introduce her to the other captains and talk to them some. Just spend the whole hour information gathering as much as I can. I also want to send Baldric a message.
Okay.
Baldric is a little busy now. Cannot come to the phone right now.
I meant earlier on, like as she's passing by, to start doing all of this investigation.
You can definitely give that a shot. Baldric, you get brought into a back room with Guh. She says, "You drank enough. Bring it with you if you want. Give me some." She'll start to drink some of it. She sets it down. All right. And she calls over two of her giants to help her walk as she gets up and struggles to walk. "Lift me. Bring me to my bed." And two of them will get underneath her arms and lift her. And they'll carry you to this back room, where she is then laid down, and they step out by the door. We don't need to go into too much more detail, but the message, it's not a great
I'm
thing.
writing it now, just a second.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Fix these orcs here too.
I love how there's still a figure on the cart throne.
The other husband that she had got smushed.
It's a cushion. Oh no!
Oh
Yeah,
no.
no, that was
Became
her.
too small.
That
That's
is
what
her.
she was talking about.
Let's see. A small elf girl has taken lead. Yes.
Am I able to do? Am I able to do one other crazy thing?
I don't
Haven't
know.
stopped you yet.
Leave the war pick in the room.
No, they take
No,
weapons. from
no, they
you.
would have taken it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
they take
I
weapons.
refuse to let you go back in with the war pick. It is for safekeeping outside of the establishment.
You could try to hide it past them. It would just be a sleight of hand check or a stealth check.
The war pick.
Yeah.
You do have
I
you do have your bag of holding that you can
I
just
do.
store it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't go through your bag.
intelligent.
I mean, that's a choice if you want to make it.
Baldric, don't do anything stupid. I will gather information, make them attack Loudwater. Anything else?
Baldric, you receive a message in your head around the same time that Guh lays down, and she looks
There.
up and she says,
Oh, what you just staring for?
as you're getting this message in your head.
Yes.
Do you reply? Very nice. As you get a reply back from Baldric dealing with quite an issue, Baldric, give me 3 con saves.
This should be Baldric's specialty right now. Let's go, Baldric.
You have inspiration, I think.
Come on. Give him some
Oh.
help, man.
Okay.
Oh!
Next one.
Yes, baby.
Okay, let's go.
So I've passed all of them so far?
Yeah, he just auto passes the last one with the 25. Yeah.
One more.
Ugh.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know after.
I had to try.
Hey, that's not bad.
Okay. You passed the second 2. Do you want to do anything on the first?
Yeah, I want to use my inspiration.
Go for it.
There we go.
Hey,
Baldric.
you did it.
Wait.
What did he do? I don't know,
Wait,
but he did it.
Wait. Yeah, okay, no, not against disease. Okay. So on the first one, you almost got diseased.
Yeah.
But you avoid it. On the second one, you don't get crushed.
Also good. Also good. We
It's
appreciate that.
And on the
real husband
third-
eternal.
You do not insult or puke on Guh in the middle of this.
Oh,
Let's go.
let's go. What a man!
Baldric does his part of the job.
Ugh.
Rhea, who do you want to talk to? What does the party do at this point? And meta-wise, I mean, it seems they will allow your other members in. They were fine with Kurivar, as long as you come in without weaponry. They probably wouldn't let a whole army walk in here, but small group of humans, elves, humanoids.
And I pretend I need my staff for walking.
Rhea's gonna specifically target command as much as she possibly can. I want to get it. She's gonna try to get introduced to the other factions and how they're all working. Try to understand everything that's happening, and just constantly sell that we're gonna be working with you and we need to work together. What we need to plan.
So Nina would help her in this regard.
Let's...
Trying to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you finish.
Sorry, just helping her with any experience with armies or command structure.
Very cool.
If you have far more military experience, that'll probably be helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. Between, sharing some information about armies and drows and movements and things like that and strategy, you can definitely assist. But let's go ahead and Rhea, start off with the orcs. Roll me a persuasion with advantage here just to see how the conversation goes. Okay. So with the orcs, you find that their loyalty seems to be in the promise of the return of Silvery Moon and that whole land to them. Not to the giants in any way, just that they want that back, right? So if they had some other promise to get that back, they would probably go with that too. However, that's probably not something you can promise, seeing that Silvery Moon is filled with elves and well defended, and that would be a war that you probably don't want to do, let alone it'd be tough. The second thing, you do find the Hobgoblin Command. They are reluctant at first to even let you up into their tower to speak to their warlord. So I want just a persuasion roll. This is just to get up to speak to the warlord.
Am I still being assisted by Sinine?
You are.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll accompany you with whatever.
Kurvar and
Man, that
Ellie
potion
will
is coming in
leave.
helpful.
As you
Let's
speak
go.
with the Hobgoblin Warlord, you see that he is a bit more civilized than the orcs. He speaks in common and goblin. When you approach, he starts to speak in common. He says, elves. Didn't expect to see any of you. What do you want with my goblins? And what kind of information do you want to ask him? Same thing, just what his plans are?
Like, what his plans are, how we can best work together with him. Also, I'm gonna do something again insane. Try to actually help him plan the attack on Loudwater.
Sinine would assist in this.
Now, just to clarify, we're helping him plan it badly,
You want to sabotage?
but we are
his
helping
plans.
him plan it.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't look bad from the surface, but there are weaknesses in certain areas, things we can
We will see
use to our
with a
advantage.
deception roll, and you can roll with advantage. and then a persuasion. Deception for the sabotage. Persuasion to get some info out of him. Good deception. Roll an insight on the deception. He has many goblins around him. One of them nudges him and says, "Ugh." And he looks over. "Well, why you mark that? Doesn't look like a great attack place. You'd be cornered there." And you weave a bit
I'm
of a
actually
story.
gonna.
So,
Um,
Sanina,
yeah, go
sorry.
ahead. You go ahead.
Sanina just says, "Oh, that is incorrect. What if we put it over here?" And he gives a real strategy to try and
Like cover it up a little bit, give him some good you say, oh,
Well,
like even maybe butter him up with it, like, oh, you're right, yeah.
yeah.
I'm actually going to intentionally disagree.
Okay.
And reason being, she will give up one of the two secrets in a bid to try to entice them to take the bad plan. One of the holes in the wall. Compromising, giving and trading, and wheeling and dealing all over the map. But she'll point that out and say, normally I would be a bad plan. But have you considered this?
Well, doesn't look
She's
too
playing a
bad.
dangerous game, but it's doing okay.
And with the persuasion, the conversation goes rather well. You do deceive them into taking these suggestions, but you also learn a bit of information. There is one orc war chief that is in command, although there are 2 orc war chiefs in this group. There is about 24 orcs, and they are their front line. The hobgoblins are more of a back line and cavalry kind of backup if needed, and they are very well trained sword fighters. And it seems that he has only about a dozen hobgoblins here, not a lot. But he is the one that majority commands the goblins and their armies. He seems to kind of be their strategist here. And he tells you a little bit about their plans. When they attack Loudwater, they do intend to bring the Cloud Castle, which means all the giants they have. It includes frost giants, it includes cloud giants. They plan to take the city within the next few days. After that's done, they're going to settle there, regroup, reheal, rebuild as much as needed, and then move to not Loudwater. I think it's Tribor is the next one on the map. Let me check. It's the smaller town, which is not going to be much of an obstacle, he says. Not Tribor, it's Secomber, right here down the river. And that, he says, is going to be their main base for attacking Loudwater.
Waterdeep, right?
Loudwater, Waterdeep. Once they have Secomber, they're going to send people to the north and straight there, through the mountain pass, skipping Daggerford. So that is their plan. Castle's going to fly straight over Loudwater, then Secomber, then Waterdeep. They use the castle to drop boulders. They use the storm giants to rush the gates and to back up their army of hill giants, and the hill giants to break down any walls or palisades.
Oh, this actually is really well thought out. Very important side question. How do I look at my quests?
Top where there's the journal, top right, there's a journal. At the very bottom of that, there's a quest log button.
Ah.
Bottom of the screen.
Do I happen to have a sending stone to someone particular in Waterdeep?
Ari does.
I know you guys have one. You have one to Vajra.
Which we might want to use, like, ASAP.
I'm saying me personally, did I receive anything from a certain someone?
Oh.
You got to be more clear with me. Who? Oh, I know what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Took a second. I think that you, not received. I feel like you would have already had one. You know?
Would I?
Yeah, I think so. It's probably some way of communication.
Then I want to use it. I'm gonna write you a message specifically. But do I think that if I try to take notes it'll be suspicious? Because the party needs to know, so does anybody else in Loudwater, so as many people need to know as possible.
Ryan, you should probably make sure to write down these plans.
Hmm.
It would be horrible to forget.
They are complex, are they not?
You can,
And what?
at least to some degree, you know, jot things down without it looking suspicious.
Okay.
Go back to this map here. But yeah, what do you want to do from there?
Well, I imagine you guys are wandering around while we're in there taking down information.
They're outside, unless Mari, Aram, unless you guys want to do anything. Sanin, you're with Rhea, so you're
They
free.
haven't seen me in the sense of I'm one of the party members with everyone because I would talk to the.
They've never seen you, Mari.
Yeah, so I wouldn't go
I'm
anywhere.
probably just gonna stay by the rock until we are requested.
I do want to say this. I looked at quest log. Tusk Gutter was a wanted quest by Captain Harrowleaf.
Is it completed?
We
I think you guys
destroyed Tusk Gutter.
Yeah, that's completed.
So there was actually 2 quests on him,
There's
and I think
probably a
that's where
few,
the
yeah,
confusion
because
came from.
There's still
the quest log
3 in total.
never got finished.
Yeah.
As far as I know, there were 2 quests on him. One was from one of the people that has since moved out of town, that just had a beef with the beast, took his arm or something. The other one was with Captain Harrowleaf himself. Yeah.
I don't remember that part. That one.
Uh,
I think they
Oh yeah,
just
Wanted
asked.
Tusk Cutter is completed, but it doesn't have the it doesn't say 1 out of 1.
no, it was
Vekel can spit in the dirty pig's eye. Deliver the head to Loudwater.
Yeah, his building got destroyed. That's why.
That was something else though.
No.
The guy that wanted Tusk Cutter dead, but yeah, but that quest is completed. That quest is done.
All right.
Quest is completed, but looks like we never got the objective.
No, no, we never went back and turned it in. But you
I
would
did.
get. Yeah, we didn't get the items. We didn't actually turn it in to get the items. Because the quest log wasn't working at the time. You guys would have the +1 striking short bow and those arrows. That's all fine. That's done. But it's not where we are right now. So.
So I've talked to the hobgoblins. I've talked to the orcs. If it's possible, I'd like to talk to the giants and the excluding the chieftain and
most
the
of the
goblins.
giants seem very dumb, very uninterested in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Throw me let's say a perception.
Okay.
Would I be able to identify any giants that look more important and a little less dull?
You could also roll one or give Rhea advantage on the perception.
I will. I'll give her advantage.
Go for it.
All right.
All of the giants, they seem dumb. None of them in this place seem very important. They do have one Etten downstairs, and he is guarding the cages, and there are quite a few people in there. In fact, there's a Minotaur. You see Asterion, as well as many of the Loudwater folks locked up in cages. The Etten gets very mad as you come by, and he commands the bugbears to rush people away.
Don't let anyone near the cages.
And the other head turns and says,
You don't give the orders, I give the orders. Don't let anyone near the cages.
he has two heads.
What I'm actually gonna do is wait for a break in the conversation of sorts, and say, "We are here with the blessing of Chief Gur. We wanted to inspect the prisoners, make sure they are good for ransom should they be required."
You can throw a
She's
deception.
intentionally sounding posh. She's intentionally sounding off.
Wait.
Okay. Throw a deception?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Where is it? Here, there it is. I wasn't sure if I should have rolled that at regular or with help.
I assume Sanin's sticking with you for all of this.
Okay.
Yeah, I would help out.
He's
Who
very
better
close,
to manage a bunch of caged people than a drow?
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
God damn it!
What'd
Oh
you say,
man.
Sanin?
I just said, who better to manage caged people than a drow?
Mm.
Specifically, this one.
Oh.
And very good deception as
Um.
the Etten will look over at the two of you and say,
Suppose drow know what they do. Keep things in cages long time. Fine. You inspect cages.
I want to exchange a series of messages with Asterion. Try and warn him not to recognize me, but to tell us everything he can. How are the prisoners being treated?
I have a message from the proprietor of the Asterion character.
Okay.
Set him free.
Yes, thank you.
Let's go ahead here. Let's see. You see that they, for the most part, it looks like they have eaten quite a few of the people. Asterion seems malnourished, but they do keep them just alive. Just enough to keep them alive. It's not a good condition. It's not a good place. They are living in their own feces. They've stripped them of any armor, weaponry, clothing.
I'm sure they would taste better if they fed them more.
You see that Asterion is the only one behind metal bars. The rest of them seem to be behind mostly wooden cages. And he says,
That one tries to break out a lot.
Yes, they usually do.
Hmm.
He approaches the cage.
Asterion sees all of you guys. He looks up. He looks dirty, scarred, kind of mangy fur. He says,
I actually suspect that's very intentional. He's keeping himself from being eaten.
I didn't think you'd actually get in here. Hi.
I forget. Does he know Elvish?
Good question.
Where's his languages? Does he not?
Right
Does he
there.
not have languages? Why do I not see them?
Primordial.
It's the second one. Common, Undercommon, Dwarvish, Minotaur, Primordial.
Oh, Undercommon. Perfect.
I can definitely do that.
Yeah.
He smiles, trying to put on a more intimidating face and mocking, and speaks in Undercommon. Yes, I'm quite surprised we made it in here ourselves.
Is Loudwater still standing?
For now. He says that trying to be genuine is possible without giving it up.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get
Also,
these
the fact that Sanine has no record with with Assyrian, that makes it that much better.
No, but Rhea does. And
Yeah, but Rhea's not talking.
I know. She wants to message Sanine one thing. Tell
Alright.
him we'll find a way to get him out. That we're working on it, we're coming for him. Have hope.
He grabs him by the shirt and pulls him close. We will find a way to get you out of here. I promise you that. And throws him back into the cell.
Makes it seem menacing, yeah.
He says,
Nice.
in Undercommon, you gotta get the townsfolk out. They're eating them.
As he starts walking away, he just says, we most certainly will.
Are you?
And he
are you-
looks back towards the big guy. Well, I certainly seem to be treated as expected.
We take good care of hitting them on head if they no listen. Shake cages and keeps them dizzy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. We haven't fed that one for 2 days. Might feed him today. He still walk. Not sure he needs it.
God.
Well, what you do with your prisoners is your business. He says nothing more at the moment.
And it's not just these cages, there's also the large pen filled with commoners, each of these housing like a dozen or so commoners. There's, 50, 60 people here they've captured.
Gonna say, because we know how many were captured. Can I tell how many have died?
Yeah, it has not been that long. They've only eaten a couple.
Just a few.
Like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Acceptable percentage loss.
Yeah, but Sidney looks at the rest of the cages to evaluate the prisoners and a situation.
You two should not speak to prisoners.
I have to put them in their place, do I not?
They nothing good to say. Only stupid words.
Don't you want them to respect yous? Don't you want them to follow your orders?
As if they need to respect these people.
No,
After all, they're merely food, aren't they?
I was
Drow know
saying
how to
the
take
other
care
route.
of prisoner.
I had meant that entirely the other way around. But okay. It'll work. Sinine looks a lot better than Rhea does in this instance, and that's fine.
Hard practice,
love
I
this.
guess.
Oh, I love this.
As we walk away, I should ask him, what did he say?
He inquired about the status for Loudwater. He is speaking in Elvish, by the way. In Loudwater, and I more or less tried to assure him that we wouldn't get him out of here.
It's just like him, isn't it? Beware more about others than himself.
I
That's just
suppose.
like him. He was an adventurer, Ash. He was
Oh.
going to help run to town.
As the minute fades, it only lasts a minute. You shrink back down to your normal size, Baldric.
Man, that was a long
Get
move.
used
know,
to it.
It was
that was
30 minutes for all the conversations Rhea did, but a minute for Baldric. in the
world's
bedroom.
longest minute.
Man, thank goodness it was only a minute. That's protected, man.
It probably felt a lot longer than a minute. Baldric,
An eternity, even.
you shrink down to your normal size, and she says, "Huh?
Me not finished.
Oh,
But she'll eventually deal with it and bring you back to the main chamber. The two guards lifting her, and they'll get you some more mead.
oh.
Says, actually, Baldric, this is the most important role of the night. Roll me a performance.
Let's see how your is doing after.
She says,
Me impressed you not squished. But me've had much better. You sure you're king?
I just need to get into it, my lady. I just, I'm just tired from all the traveling is all.
On the honeymoon, you make sure you get good sleep. We keep the wizard by the bed.
Oh wow.
All right, dear, whatever you say.
the rest of you, though, kind of regroup here outside after talking with everyone. Rhea, Sanine. You see the rest of the party there waiting.
Oh my
SRA
god, Havoc is having a shit fit.
SRA says, I can't keep us hidden here much longer. We should head back. Or reveal ourselves, either way.
I think we should head back just a little bit ways, not too far. We can at least hide in between more of the trees area than we can anywhere else.
I don't fancy getting a visit from the gnolls while we're sleeping.
Rhea, Sanine, do you guys regroup with the party?
Yes, probably.
Sure. I'll probably regroup with my lord here in a little bit. Check up on him.
So, any news more? Guys, we're gone for quite a couple minutes, of course.
Plenty. All too much. And then she will take out the notebook when we stop and show them exactly what they're planning. Because she spent the whole time writing, drawing, doing as much as she could to just take it all down, including what they suggested and what they know. She probably got a little bit of blowback from the party for suggesting that they use one of the weaknesses of Loudwater, but it's in there too.
And help us make a trap, of course. Yes. Funnel
Well,
them
it
in.
certainly sounds like this is something that, despite us already having help from Waterdeep on, we might want to at least let them know and they can decide for themselves.
As well as that, my problem is with those cloud giants and frost giants that will come down and help them.
Rhea says something that makes no sense to the group. She says they already know.
What do they know?
No, to Aram saying that we should tell Waterdeep.
Waterdeep
I'm sorry,
knows
what?
that they are coupling?
How?
They sent an army to help us. We already warned them in advance.
No.
I'm gonna roll deception here. She's playing it off.
Oh,
Alright, insight, baby.
them's fighting words.
Go for it. Ray of Deception. Anybody that wants to.
Oh, that was almost in that one.
I'll look into it. Why not? Hey, let's go. It's an 8. Zone of truth. What?
So, who wins? Who wins when defender and attacker both have 11? Who wins?
Aram and Mari both read the deception.
There's something she's not telling you.
Where are you hiding? You're good at cheating in poker than you are deceiving your friends. Come on now.
Who did you contact?
Who do you find?
She will produce the other sending stone. But she doesn't really say who she contacts. She just says, "You're not the only one with the means of communicating."
And what will they do? I don't
Hopefully
even care
help
what
us.
you do.
Is it too
And
much
who
to
are
ask?
And who are they?
They obviously trust you enough to give you a sending stone. But do they have enough weight to throw around to get anything to happen?
All that and more.
You
Who is
see,
it?
Would I be able to determine
see,
who it might be?
You see a symbol on the sending stone, actually.
She's trying to cover it with her hand as much as she can.
You can roll if you would like. Anybody that looks at the sending stone.
I will use my eyes.
Can I
As well.
can I try sleight of hand?
I mean, are you showing them it or are you hiding it?
I'm trying to hide the symbol on the stone. I'm showing them the stone.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Your lord!
Damn, Ray.
Alrighty then. Keep your secrets.
She holds a sending stone up, but you only see the edges. You see some symbol on the top, but only for a second before it's covered, and nobody really quite gets a good look at it.
Okay, so without that information, would I be able to roll some, or I shouldn't say that. Would I be able to think of who might have enough power that she might know?
I mean, Blackstaff maybe, but I think that's more of Mari's, or who was?
Yeah,
who was
exactly.
Blackstaff? Mari.
Yeah, it was Mari. It's Mari. Mari has
Um,
the other one with Blackstaff.
So I mean, that's the only thing that the party knows. You guys
Well, the
got
party would know some influential families in Waterdeep just by the fact that they're influential families.
Yeah, I mean,
No?
Rhea came from like a noble family. I mean, certainly Mari knows. Mari knows a lot of this. A lot of you guys do. Ellie would. You guys have been friends for some time in Waterdeep. That she had.
The only
like,
thing I would know is that Ellie is more noble-ish than Rhea. Mari doesn't know too much about Rhea in general.
No, Rhea's more noble-ish. And Rhea,
In Mari's eyes. In Mari's eyes.
well, Rhea had a
mean-
noble uncle that she was staying with in Waterdeep, so there's that, maybe.
Mari doesn't know this sort of
say you
situation.
would. This
She's
is
told you that.
this
She's
is-
told
that's
you
her,
that.
yeah, that's her growing up and where she lived, and you guys were in Waterdeep.
Julian, I just love gifts.
Your backstory. Don't forget, the three of you were friends and stuff for a while too in Waterdeep. I think.
Well,
We said like at least a couple weeks, like the initial party, had some connection, had some. You guys were all already acquaintances.
Yeah, because Ellie introduced us.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to go back to the backstory a bit and talk a little bit more. Because I thought it was just me and Ellie, and of course the
Well,
I
then,
will
person we will
say,
then
not
Rhea
name.
showed up for a while, and Ellie
Okay.
introduced Rhea. And then you guys were
I,
friends for at least, I would say, at least a few weeks, if not maybe a few months.
I will
not
say
Okay.
that
Yeah.
there is one other thing the party knows. They know that she talked to Lady Silverhand,
Nah.
but a lot of them did during the.
Yeah, you all had
Yeah.
moments.
I am not convinced it's a
mean-
sending stone for Lady Silverhand.
I mean, the only people I would know is well, actually, he's a noble of the Underdark. Never mind.
But yeah, I mean,
Um.
none of you have anything like right on the top of your head that you're like, oh, it's this person. No, not really.
Is there a temple of Tyr there?
In Waterdeep,
Yeah.
there's a temple for everybody.
Hmm.
We're
Would
going to
you
Waterdeep.
Would you say, Rhea, that this person really will help us? No, of course not for free, but there has to be some kind of bargain.
I'm betting all of our lives on it.
Well, make contact then.
I
You
already
don't
have
know
one
how
with
long
them.
they're going to prepare for. What was that?
She said, I already have. The minute we heard about these plans, I can't send much, but I can try. I sent him something already.
Any response back, at least?
You would get a rather quick response, which I'll type in.
Well then, if that's the case, then it's probably best to wait in Loudwater. Prepare some defenses, just in case they have a scouting party or something.
Aye,
Help repair
but we'll do more than
broken.
just wait. We need to spend every waking minute we have fixing, building, preparing. They're bringing the cloud giants and everything else. Except this time they have foot soldiers too.
Is there any possible means for evacuation efforts?
I don't know
We
if it's
do
time.
have the tunnels underneath Loudwater, the sewers,
Even
as
if it's a few,
shelter.
even if it's a few people, perhaps getting as many as possible out would be
Aye,
a
put all
priority.
all the townspeople that can't or ain't fight down below.
We do want to rescue whoever was in the cages too, but that plan is somewhat challenging, isn't it?
We
The
can't
only
take them
other
on
way that
directly.
I think, yeah, the other way I think that's possible is that, um, uh, is it only you that can hold that staff to teleport, or can anyone?
I suppose in theory someone else could. I'd prefer not to let it go because it is a gift.
Yes, but my only option that I could think about it safely doing it is that you hand it off to me. We put one on the side of the hill or so, or on the rock that's close by, and I go under again, even though it wasn't a very good, successful time. I can go to the cages and at least put some holes there for them to escape. But
One
there's
other,
many people.
one other thing I'd like to try. I'm gonna pass it to Baldric. I'm gonna try and throw him a message. I'm stretching the range, I know that, but I'm gonna try to send him something. You know, I'll go as close to where we were as I have to. It's not like I'm trying to hide. They know who I am. The message she sends him is, when they attack, keep as many prisoners alive as you can. When they attack Loudwater, make them hungry. Eat kills less people. If they eat, the logic is if they eat less of the prisoners, then more people will be alive. They'll be too busy killing and getting killed to eat anybody else.
Baldric just sends back, okay.
So send one more. Are you alright? Will you be okay?
Baldric sends back,
I'm a believer. Da, da,
I'll be
da.
alright.
Reyes seems to like when she comes back to the group, she seems outright distraught, not just worried. I got the message back. Oh, it's not good.
Possible to kidnap him later at night, at least to get him out of there.
I'm sorry,
Of
what?
course. Well, we have to
What's
get
not
Baldric
good?
out there.
Nick, the
Yes.
rules on this stone say that I can only send one message a day.
One a day.
Okay. It's not good because they say they don't have much to help right now. They said they already sent forces.
You mean the forces that we have at Loudwater?
Aye.
Then I guess their best choice. Well, two options, even though I know everyone's here going to say no, is that we go to the druids like our dear friend brother here told us that Brother Griffin told us that the druids, we can see if they're willing to help. It's
Aye.
a very hard decision and a hard persuasion, but it's possible that they might just help us.
I know just how to
Well.
sell it, actually.
We also do have an advantage if we can attack them from behind.
We do have cover. We need.
How do you figure? I still don't understand. How are you gonna hit them from behind when they're attacking us from the front?
We're with them right now. They do not know we're with Loudwater.
Aye. And if we blow it, we kill Baldric.
About
Oh, he's
that.
going to be a part of it. Whether he likes it or not.
Ow! I have his. What do they call this stupid thing? Should say like pointing at the war pick. What does he call this thing? Orders? I think it was to doctor's orders.
His
or
war
to
pick. Whatever it is. We can
How-
get that to him easy enough.
I'm sure
Aye.
they won't deny their king.
King must
They
have his
wouldn't.
weapon.
They wouldn't have their
Yes.
king being unarmed.
Aye. I could get it to him quiet.
Oh, I could
Well,
certainly try.
I could also just run up and zap myself out.
I could sneak in. Mari could
Can
sneak
you
in.
really?
I mean,
You
Well,
do
the-
know she's very dexterous. Not as
were
much as
they?
Mari. I'll give him that. Like Mari is far more agile than she is, but you do know she's okay.
Sneak
I don't
into
imagine they
the
were-
into Baldric's room?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are permitted in there.
Not with weapons.
No, you would have to sneak the weapon in,
hmm
but not yourself.
hmm I suppose that's very true. I could just stick it in the bag of holding, walk
Yeah.
it up to him, and like set it somewhere where he'd find it.
It would be a sleight of hand or
Perfect.
something like that to hide the weapon in a location, like under Chief Good's chair or something, right? Like plenty of places to hide it. You would just have to find somewhere to deposit it, and yeah.
Mari, would you want to do it? Or would you prefer I do it?
Well, it is possible for me to do it, yes, but I don't know if I need to do it in invisibility because, of course, I have to go in there silently. They don't know who I am, at least,
Hmm.
unless
I could
Janine
always,
walks with me.
I could always provide a distraction.
It's think simpler.
I think at this point they're used to Rhea and Sanine wandering around.
Yeah.
And think far simpler. Say that he's going to send our delegation back and let the dwarves know what's news. Well,
That's true too.
or at
Only if
least
the queen
is.
accepts it.
And since we is leaving, we would not have our we would not have the king be defenseless. You know.
Sanine
So
will stay with him and guard his weapon and whatnot.
you're
We
gonna
are going
stay?
to.
Are you sure?
Of course.
We are also going to owe Kova big time.
We saved the town. I believe we've settled that.
Owe me for what?
If he's going to have to deal with making Baldric bigger constantly, we are going to owe him.
Oh. They want me to do that again?
What do you
I-
think?
I fear more than likely.
I'd imagine, knowing what they was using it for. She says with a shudder.
I had quite
Yeah.
hoped once was enough, but I suppose Mistra will
For us,
allow
yes.
a bit of abuse of the weave.
But I
As
do not
disturbing as it. Oh, go ahead.
I do not mind providing aid to Baldric while he's here.
It would be good to keep some by his side.
At the very least, it's more defense. At the worst, I can maybe learn more, give us more of an advantage.
Keep his head from drowning in one of those meat buckets.
Yes, and make sure that we're not made too early. It would be awkward to have his head on a pike coming back.
I rather like him.
You're rather stealthy, Sanine, yes?
I wouldn't say that, but I've had experience in these circles.
As a drow
I don't think
in the darkness.
I don't think the armor is going to help though.
No. But perhaps at night, when you take it off. You could sneak food to the others. To
Oh. Uh-huh.
To the prisoners.
That's clever.
Oh, did you tell us about Asterion?
I assume you guys shared your intel, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
would. Sorry, he would have described.
In great detail.
Yeah, he tells him about how he just bullied him and just
Well,
talked a whole bunch.
What
He deserved
So
it
he
for leaving
lives.
us.
He's here.
Excruciating detail. Yeah.
What exactly is our
I-
plan from now, then?
If anything, I can get him at night. The invisibility
plan-
powder that I have.
Our plan is to bait them into a fight.
Well,
To spend the next few days showing up Loudwater as much as we possibly can, passing information to higher powers and asking for help. And we've set them up with some plans. Plans that will go awry. Valdek's aware, Sanian's aware, some of the prisoners may be aware. We have a plan. I promise.
Alrighty, I'm actually gonna write some of this down. So next session plans are going to be, we're probably gonna pass a few days, but we're gonna head to Loudwater, to prep.
A few of us are probably going to go to the Druid Circle since we're gonna need all the help if we're gonna be having a siege.
By Baldric's side. So Sanin's
You
away
know-
with Baldric, Loudwater to prep, Druid Grove assistance maybe. What else did you say we're gonna be doing?
Hey, Baldwin.
Druid.
Waiting for help from the others, from the other powers.
And we'll just
Let's
write,
do
we'll
Druid
write
Grove.
gathering forces.
Meanwhile, Baldric's going to be getting drunk and trying to convince his wife not to attack. Maybe convince to kind of rebel against the Cloud Giants.
Playing the man on the inside, yeah.
Throw me
To-
a.
Oh!
I mean,
To
she's not super satisfied with you right now, Baldric, but throw me. I mean, meta-wise, the perception or the performance was, she's.
Maybe.
He's out of
throw me,
practice.
Maybe find new husband.
Throw me a persuasion.
Can I also as Sanina, I would probably suggest, since we're getting married, maybe a festival would be underway. Maybe a festival would be underway.
Oh no!
A natural 20.
Oh man.
Oh good lord!
Chief
Go,
Gus
baby, come
says,
on.
How many dwarf you have?
Go, baby, I got all the dwarves for you. Whatever you want, baby.
I know how to get into Cloud Castle. Special rock. You would have to kill.
Oh god, I gotta find her name. Hang on. 1 second as I give you the name of the leader of the Cloud Giants, which is.
This is ridiculous. How is this air quotes working?
She says,
The castle
Grinder,
has a
what the hell?
countess. You'd have to kill her. She's the one who gives us orders. Well, she gives orders to her younger brother.
and her name. Let me make sure this is the right one. Here it is. Countess Sansuri. And she says,
She's... How do you say, mean. Like, mean to feeling.
and she points at her heart. And she says,
Make me no feel good. But, if you have enough dwarf, maybe. Then we could take whatever you and me want. We could even take Flying Castle.
I like that idea. Go, baby. I like that idea.
You better have a lot of dwarf.
Gonna call my fifth cousin. Me fifth cousin. Bruno Battlehammer. He'll bring the dwarves. And then we'll have ourselves a combined army.
Might be enough. But that's risky. We should get married first, before anything happens to you.
We
Then-
definitely need a festival.
Then we plan.
Sanine, as you walk in and you suggest a festival and you're going to stay here by his side, she says,
We celebrate.
she'll start a festival.
Are we gonna be leaving Kuravar here as well, or
Korvar looks
what's the
quite upset about it, but he says, I've been in worse places for longer. I'm more upset about abusing the weave in this manner, but it is fine. I'll keep Baldric safe, and
If needed, perhaps I'll just dimension door him the fuck out of there at some point.
Thank you very much. We're glad to have you.
He heads
What
inside.
are we
with you,
doing?
and I think that
Wait,
is going to
wait.
be.
Steer into that. That can be the trigger that makes them attack.
Okay.
Because the whole point is to goad them into a fight when we're prepared and ready, right?
We can definitely plan, but I think that's
Ah.
where we're going to be coming to a close on the session here with a lot planned, a lot of directions for next week. I do think
And a lot of
we're-
questionable choices.
A lot of questionable choices happened today. I do think that we are going to pass multiple days next session. You know,
Mhm.
because we're gonna be walking back to Loudwater. I'm not gonna worry much about a lot of that. Talking to people, like the travels, it's gonna be a lot of fast travel. Just to kind of get some things done and get us moving to that next point. But I think I know what I have to plan. If anybody wants to prep anything else or come up with anything else, let me know throughout the week. And is there anything else we want to add here before we close off?
It's gonna be a lovely festival.
I hope
I
stream's
do
going
have to ask.
joy.
I know that at one point it was mentioned that another follower of Titania was around. Have I seen any indication that I might have come near running into them?
No, not yet.
Okay. Interesting.
Not yet.
I know I haven't gone out looking, but we've been busy.
It's don't worry. It is something that will happen.
Good God.
Not something that's going to happen in the middle of the giant activities, right? I'm not going to throw both at you.
Nope,
at the
that's
same
fine.
time. But it is something that's.
I was just making sure I wasn't missing it.
Not yet. I'll tell you, out of the 3 Kingmakers I have, and this event, obviously, I've curtailed it to fit your story a little bit more, but no, this person has not arrived for any of the groups just yet, but they are. You will. You'll probably
So
be
it's
the
a
first
threat.
ones to see them because they're. Well, no, not a threat. It's just.
I'm kidding.
It's just an event that has not happened in any of the games. Will probably happen in yours first, to be quite honest, but not during the Cloud Giant situation. Maybe after. Maybe in between if there's enough time, but probably after.
Well, let's see how this invasion goes. The next session will be.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, I'm not sorry, Trey.
Can I just ask,
Mhm.
did this go the way you expected?
No.
Fair.
Have any of our sessions gone the way you've expected?
Have any of your campaigns gone this off the rails?
Nothing like what the other one did for this. The other group came over here with an airship. They landed off of it. They flew off of it, landed in these cool anime action poses, and they started to waterbend. Each of them casted control water, and they just pushed the dam water into the building. Constantly.
Oh.
Constantly.
That's kind of what I was thinking of doing, except there's prisoners inside.
Yeah, wouldn't that kill all the prisoners?
They didn't have any prisoners inside.
Oh.
That they know of.
We got the nerf.
They
We got the debuff.
They attacked first.
Ah.
Oh.
A little
Yeah.
bit different of a
Is-
scenario and
Interesting.
storyline
Yeah.
for them, but
Would have been so easy if they didn't have prisoners, man.
I didn't have any prisoners in there to save. They were just killing.
Yeah, it gets
Now
far more
Baldur is getting
complex with
married.
prisoners.
But
Yeah.
it was a
Yep.
crazy
Baldur
session, and
stuck it.
Julian's character almost died in that one too. But certainly not by Snoo Snoo. Alrighty, stream. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been a wild ride. We will see you all next Saturday
Bye, stream.
with
Bye,
some,
stream.
Bye.
Take
some
care.
serious conclusions to this storyline. So I hope to see you all then. Alrighty, see you later, stream.